Hello and welcome to Basic Chakra Yoga Flow. This is day 3 and we have reached the solar plexus chakra, the belly region. This is also called Manipura Chakra, and it governs digestion, it governs will and power and assertiveness, and it represents the fire in our energy system and in our body, and it helps us to make decisions and follow through. And sometimes we don't have enough of it, and sometimes we have too much of it. So it is nice to give it some attention and balance it out and make it flow at a nice, calm, easeful way, with the help from the Svadisthana chakra below it that governs the flow, and with the help of the breath that is above it. So we're gonna pulsate some energies through the belly chakra today. It goes from the belly button, right below the belly button, up towards the sternum area. So let's take a comfortable seat, and it also has the color of yellow, and it also has the sound of Ram. So we'll take a comfortable seat and center ourselves and dedicating to anything that we seem appropriate. Maybe we dedicate this practice to a digestion. Maybe we dedicate it to having more willpower or just more assertiveness, or maybe we need to pull back a little bit. We'll see how it feels and what it speaks to us. So close your eyes, take a couple of nice deep breaths. Breathing through the nose, out through the nose. Taking the breath all the way down to the deepest part of the seat of the belly. And all the way towards the collarbones, all the way towards the top of the head. And we'll just start moving the breath through all of the energy centers. Three more breaths here together. And from here, gently come back to your regular breathing pattern. Bring our palms together in front of the heart, and we'll go through the sounds of the chakras, the bija sounds that represents each and every center. It's LAM, VAM, RAM, YAM, HAM, OM, and silence. So we'll take one round of that. Take a nice big inhale. LAM, VAM, RAM, YAM, HAM, OM. And exhale, release the hands, and take your arms up to the sky. Bring it all the way up, palms together, and exhale, hands all the way back down. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale from the seat, from the side of the waist, reach all the way up through the side body, through the central channel of the body, and elongate all the layers. One more inhale and exhale. Left hand stays down, right arm comes up and over. And slowly coming to the second side, bringing it all the way up and over. Nice big crescent, waking up the side body. We'll do 2 more on each side, like just a nice windmill variant, and kind of just opening the layers for the chakras for the side in towards the center line, and making sure there's no stagnation in the side of the body in towards the lustrous gem chakra, the solar plexus side. So let's take our right hand to the left knee and give ourselves a gentle twist, looking over the left shoulder and switching sides, taking the left hand to the right knee and looking over the right shoulder. And exhale, coming back with the hands on the knees and just rocking back and forth, waking up the midsection, waking up the energy in the belly, waking up the energy really in the whole spine. And exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale. And again, this time we might take a little dive down and do a little wave of the spine and exhaling all the way back and taking down and forward, making some nice big spinal waves. And again, and coming up to seated and making your way to all fours, please. Spreading the fingers nice and wide. Second finger pointing forward, tucking the toes under. Cat-cow for 3 times, arching the spine up towards the sky. Nice big round spine, bringing all the muscles of the belly into the midline and hollowing back down. And again, exhaling all the way up. And again, and one more, exhaling, bringing the muscles all the way into the front side of the spine, massaging the organs, pumping the energy in our 3rd chakra, Manipura Chakra. And exhale, coming back to neutral and coming into downward facing dog with bent knees, rooting your femurs in, raising your sacrum, pressing the palms down, lifting the upper arm bones, taking your right heel down and your left heel down, spiking around your legs a little bit, walking them out from ankles to knees to hips to spine, and then finding your down dog, whether it is heels up and knees bent or if the heels comes down. There is always a micro bend in our joints, in our elbows, in our wrists, in our knees. Taking a couple of nice deep breaths right here. And then we're going to sink back down to all fours. Taking the right arm out and the left knee out. Taking the knee to the elbow and just pumping our energy centers for 5 times. Inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale. One more. And bring it back out and switch to the second side. Take the left arm out and the right foot leg out. Tuck your left toes under, elbow to knee. Exhale, inhale 4 more times. Inhale, exhale, pumping the energy in the spine, in the belly. One more. And exhale, take it out and bring it back down for downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathing through all the layers, making your down dog wider or longer if needed, or shorter if that feels better and more grounding. Come up onto the toes, bend the knees, look between the hands and take a step over to the hands. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. I have my feet hip width apart because it feels the best for my hips, but if you want to have your feet all the way together or wider, whatever works for you. Hands to hips, elbows to sky, come all the way up to standing and release the hands to the sides. Inhale, arms to the sky, Exhale, hinge and fold for Uttanasana. Inhale, hands underneath the knees, moving the breath, moving the spine. Inhale, sweep it all the way back up. And exhale, hands to the sides. 4 more times. Inhale, moving the breath through all parts. Exhale, hinge and bend at your knees. Inhale, hands underneath the knees. And exhale, fold. Hands to the sky. Nice big movements. Moving energies through all parts of the body and cleaning and clearing our energy layers, our chakras. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, hands underneath the knees. Exhale, bow. Inhale, sweep it all the way back up. And exhale, hands to the sides. And again, inhale, bring it all the way up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, hands underneath the knees. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep it all the way up, using those deeper belly muscles to help us lift up and down and moving the energy in our Manipura chakra. One more. Exhale with intention, cleaning and clearing the layers. Exhale, fold. Hands to sky. Inhale, bring it all the way up. And exhale, hands to the sides. Bring your feet all the way together. Find your midline. Squeeze the inner edges of the feet all the way up towards the belly, all the way through the whole midline. Arms to sky. And interlace your hands. Come over to the left side or to one side and come into a crescent Tadasana. Coming into the layers, opening up between the ribs, opening up from the hips to the armpit, and gently coming all the way up and over to the second side, making sure we have a nice flow in our body, moving energies, turning our chakras in a nice harmonious way that works perfectly for us. Bring it all the way back up and exhale, hands down to the side. Come to the front of the mat and we are going to move into some sun salutation variation. So sweep the arms up to the sky and exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, long spine. Step to down dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot up to the horizon. Take the knee to the nose. Bring it back up. Step your right foot between the hands. Left knee to earth. Inhale. Arms forward and up for Anahata. Tuck the back toes under. Sink forward into the hips. Lift the belly. Lift the solar plexus, the sternum. Exhale, release. Hands to earth. Sweep it all the way back up to the sky. Come forward to plank pose and lower all the way. Inhale to cobra and exhale, bring it back down. Push back, downward facing dog. Excellent. Adho Mukha Svanasana. One breath here. Sweep the left leg up towards the horizon to the sky. Take the knee to the nose. Bring it back up. Step your foot between the hands. Right knee to earth. Inhale, sweep the arms forward and up. Come forward in the outer hips by tucking the back toes under, finding some good stability. Exhale, release, hands to earth. Sweep your left foot up to the sky. And come forward to plank pose. Lower all the way. Inhale to cobra, inner shoulder to outer shoulder. And exhale, bring it back down. Push back, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, finding a little fire building in the body, some heat, some purification. Breathing, softening, melting. Coming up onto the toes. Bend the knees, look between the hands, take a step or a hop over to the hands. Inhale, long spine. And exhale, fold. Press the feet. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, release hands to the sides. And one more time. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hinge and fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, step to down dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take your right leg up to the horizon. Plug the midline in and then sweep the leg maybe a little higher up if it's available. Knee to nose. Take it back up. Step your foot between the hands. High crescent lunge. Staying nicely plugged into the midline. Arms up to the sky. Lift your heart, your chest, your lungs. Pull your right hip back, your left hip forward. And exhale, release hands to earth. Right foot up to the sky. And come forward to plank. Lower all the way. Inhale to cobra. Inner shoulder to outer shoulder. And exhale, bring it back down. Push back. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Anchoring in from your legs to your feet, arms to hands, and plugging the floating ribs towards the top of the hips and extending fully out to all parts from there. Left leg up to the horizon. Plug the midline and maybe sweep your leg a little higher. Take your knee to nose. Take it all the way back up. Step your foot between the hands. High crescent lunge. Sweep the arms forward and up. Pull your left hip back, your right hip forward. Lifting your heart, your chest, your lungs. And exhale, release hands to earth. Step it back. Lift your leg up to the sky. Come forward to plank and lower all the way down. Inhale to cobra. Inner shoulder to outer shoulder. And exhale, revolve back to downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Press the palms, lift the upper arm bones. And gently from here, come up onto the toes, bend the knees, look between the hands, feet to hands. Inhale, long spine. And exhale, fold. Arms to sky. Inhale, take it all the way up. And exhale, hands to the sides. Excellent. Let's come into Utkatasana to chair pose. Bring your feet together. Bend your knees, touch your fingers to the earth. Inhale, take your arms forward, plug your upper arm bones in, and take your arms all the way up at a comfortable angle for your shoulders. So from here, pull in the lower belly and extend down into your legs and just really find your midline and fully plugged in. Take your right elbow to your left knee. Give yourself a nice big twist right here. Pull the lower belly in, balance the energies in the belly area. Take the gaze up and over the shoulder. And release the gaze. Hands to earth. Inhale, arms forward and up, Utkatasana. And exhale, take your left elbow to your right knee. Palms at heart, push the top palm into the bottom. Give yourself a nice turning and churning, purifying twist into the belly region. And exhale, release. Hands to the earth. One more time, sweep the arms up into Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, take it all the way up and down to the side. And from here, we're gonna play a little bit more with Utkatasana chair pose. So let's come down and up with the arms. Pull the belly in and come up onto the toes. Fully plugged into our own fire. Inhale, lower the heels. Take it up and around. Hands behind, interlace. Come forward, forward fold, Uttanasana, and shoulder stretch. Top of the head towards your feet. Breathing opening the back body, and release the hands. Release the hands all the way down, and inhale, arms forward and up, and come back into Utkatasana onto the toes, firing up your midline, firing up the center line. And from here, heels down, inhale, come back to standing, hands behind, interlace with your different clasps back here, roll the shoulders up and back, hinge and fold, Uttanasana, with your arms up to the sky. Or keep your hands around the elbows, or keep your hands onto the sacrum. Micro bend into the knees, lifting shoulders away from the ears. And exhale, release hands to sacrum, and one more chair pose. Bring it all the way up. Come up onto the toes. Pull the fire in to the midline and stay super centered, purify. And then take your heels down. Inhale, bring it back up, hands to the side. Nice. Come to the front of your mat. Inhale, arms up to the sky. And exhale, hinge and fold. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, long spine, and exhale, step to downward facing dog. Adho, Mukha, Svanasana. Step your right foot between the hands and leave your left hand onto the mat or your full palm or fingertips. Open crescent twist. Pull the lower belly in and extend out through the legs, pulsating the energy down through the Svadisthana chakra, down through Muladhara chakra, grounding cords into the legs. And exhale, release hands to the earth. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Come forward to plank. Give yourself a chaturanga push-up and then bring it back up. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Left foot between the hands. Come up on your fingertips if that feels comfortable for you, and sweep the left arm up. Then it feels maybe a little bit more buoyant in the twist. Lift the heart, the chest, the lungs. Give yourself a nice big twist, turning and churning. And exhale, release hands to the earth. Exhale, step back to down dog. Come to your plank pose and to your chaturanga push-up, building some strength, building some determination. Give yourself a few breaths right here. Step one foot between the hands, turn towards me, coming to feet wide apart, Prasarita Padottanasana hinge with your toes slightly turned in and heels slightly turned out. And then we'll just hinge ourselves towards the back and get a nice big stretch for the hamstrings, a nice big stretch for the hips, for the lower back, and really cleaning the space in the belly by plugging the front side all the way in so we can really elongate all layers. And from here, take your right hand into the center of your mat and take your left hand up to the sky. Big wide twist. Exhale, release. Switch sides. With intention, twist in towards your third energy center, into the belly, and really just settling the energies into a nice harmonious way that serves us the best. From here, take your right hand around your left ankle and take the twist a little differently. And exhale, switch to the second side. Take your left hand around your right ankle. Take your right arm up to the sky. And exhale, bring it all the way back. Hands underneath the shoulders and bend into the knees slightly. And we give ourselves 3 cat-cows here, or 3 spinal waves, to really move the energy in our Muladhara chakra, in our Svadhisthana that we've been going through, and in our Manipura chakra, and just starting to kind of wake up those energies and moving them up and up and up. And exhale, release. Take your heels in, please. Come into Goddess Pose with your hands onto your knees. And from here, take your right shoulder into the center. Another lift for the ascending colon, for the belly, for the digestive system. And switch to the second side. And gently come back to the center and sink nice and deep. Inhale, taking the arms all the way up, and exhale down. Sweep the arms all the way up in the center and exhale down. Just nice and gentle and easy. Inhaling and moving energy with our arms by just moving them laterally and front of the body. Inhaling and exhaling. And inhaling and exhaling. It's like cutting a sword right down the center of our energy field. So it can represent like a new beginning. It can represent turning and churning energies in our direction. It can represent cutting anything that's holding us back loose so that we maybe can be more assertive if we so needed. Inhale, take it up and exhale. Really with determination, sticking with this for 3 more times and going deeper into the layers that needs to be addressed, that needs to be maybe cut loose, or that needs to be maybe cut into. So 1 more. Inhale up and exhale and inhale and exhale. Excellent. And come with your hands onto the knees and then press and come to straight legs. Turn your toes in, hands behind, interlace, roll the shoulders up and back. Prasarita Padottanasana, C, and coming into a shoulder stretch, a length of the side of the waist, and a nice big stretch for the hamstrings, arms up and over. Breathing. And exhale, take back down to the sacral region and hands onto the mat and step into downward facing dog. Pedaling your hands, your fingers. Press the palms, lift the upper arm bones, and come all the way down onto the belly from plank and all the way towards the belly. Widening the hands, click the toes down. Inhale to cobra variance with fingers nice and wide. Just really letting that front body shine. And exhale, release. Bring it back down. And we'll do it 2 more times. Inhale, rolling it all the way up. And exhale, taking it all the way back down. And 1 more. Inhale. And exhale, taking it all the way back down. Push into downward facing dog, Adho, Mukha, Svanasana. Step your right foot between your hands. Take your left hand out to the side and find your right arm up towards the sky. Bend into the elbows and plug the upper arm bones in and start to build that bridge from the belly all the way up into the upper back. Take your right hand to your left foot. Lift your heart, your chest, your lungs. And exhale, release. Hands to your mat, to the earth, and step back, downward facing dog. Left foot between the hands. Take your right knee to your mat and the right hand out to the side of your mat. Turn your left foot out, left arm up to the sky. Bend into the elbows, plug your upper arm bones. Take your left hand to your right foot. Get a nice big monkey quad stretch pose in, and just digging in towards the quads and the hip flexors a little bit more, loosening up the flow in the hips. And exhale, release. Take it back down and push back into downward facing dog, please. Adho, Mukha, Svanasana. Step your right foot between the hands. And we lower all the way down. And then extend and stretch into the back of your right leg. Toes up. Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose variant. One breath. And gently take it back. Down dog. Left foot between the hands. And lower all the way down. And exhale, extend front leg, pyramid pose variant. Pull that lower belly and upper belly all the way in and up and massage the organs. And then exhale, release, step it back, downward facing dog. Excellent. Come down onto the knees, preparing for Utkatasana. Camel pose, hands to the hips to start. Tuck the toes under, take the hands maybe even like in your pretend back pockets, or you might even have some. So maybe put them down there so that you have your heel of your hand right at the base of your sacrum. And then push the outer hips forward, roll the shoulders back, lift from the pubic bone up to the sternum, the whole region, all the lower chakras that we've been working with the last 3 days. We'll just lift them and build a nice bridge on up in towards the heart and lift it up. And we have support with the hands, and that might be plenty. If there is hands to heels, and take your hands to the heels and lift it up. And just let the whole front side open up and start to intervene with each other and exchange energy and information. And exhale, come back up. And take child's pose from here. Big toes together, knees apart. Take the arms forward. Forehead to earth. Downward facing dog. Tuck the toes. Walk your down dog in a little bit so you have your feet flat onto your mat. Press the palms and the feet and expand into the back body by pulling the lower belly all the way in. And then we'll step it back out to a wide down dog and come down onto the knees for one more Utkatasana, camel's pose. This time we'll just kind of flow it a little bit by swimming the arms around, or swinging them, but we can also do some back strokes and open up in towards the shoulders. And really grounding through the base of the body, through the Muladhara chakra, and letting the energies flow into the Svadisthana chakra and staying nice and plugged in and firing up into our digestive chakra, the Manipura. So we might stay here and move our arms and waken up the centers from the seat and all the way up, really all the way up to the top of the head. Take your one hand to your ankle, your heel if possible, for one more Utkatasana pose. Inhale. Hips over knees. And gently take it all the way up. Head comes last. And one more child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart, arms forward. Press the palms. Lift the upper arm bones. Release in towards the lower back, middle back, upper back. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Press into the heels, walk them about, walk them in slightly, lift the upper arm bones. Come onto your knees and your hands, please. For twisted child's pose or shoulder stretch, or simply just twisting in towards our center. Take Take yourself up onto your fingertips to start, and then the right arm will come up to the sky, and then we'll take it down and almost come down, and then sweep it back up. Then give a little purification to the right side of the belly. Inhale and exhale. And exhale, inhale. Last one, take it all the way under and neutralize with the twisting for our organs, for our third chakra. And gently bring yourself back up from here onto the fingertips. Take your left arm out to the side or maybe a little further up, and arm underneath almost to the earth, and then sweep it back up and almost done. Moving the energies with intention from the seat, up the hips, up towards the sternum, solar plexus. One more, taking it down and up, and then from here we'll take it all the way down and come down onto your left forearm, upper arm, shoulder, twisting, turning, enjoying a twist here with intention, twisting, harmony and even flow into our third energy center. And gently come all the way back up, downward facing dog, Adho, Mukha, Svanasana. Pull the belly in and extend out the arms, the legs, fully plugged in, finding our center line, finding our power line, finding our assertiveness line, finding standing in our energy line. And gently come to your seat. Coming to a comfortable seat, and we'll go through 3 rounds of fire breath with our hands onto our knees. You might sit on a pillow or a bolster or something comfortable. Take the hands onto the knees, and from here we will take an inhale and exhale, and inhale halfway up, and then we'll pump the breath in the lower 3 chakras and of course the lungs, but we'll do our best to pump really into the belly and purify the organs and our third energy center. We'll do 3 rounds of 30 fire breaths. So just follow along and we'll see how it goes. It's fun, and it's cleaning and it's cleaning and it's cleansing. So let's close the eyes. You can gaze at the tip of your nose, or you can keep your eyes closed, whichever works for you. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale. Inhale halfway and start pumping the breath. Exhale fully, hold the breath out, and inhale, and exhale. Inhale halfway, and pump the breath. Exhale all the breath out, hold it out, and inhale. We'll have one more round of 30. Exhale, and inhale halfway, pump for 30. Press the air all the way out, hold it, Take 3 nice big breaths. And from here, bringing our palms together in front of the heart and closing our practice by again communicating with our chakras by singing out their names or saying the names or whispering it or whatever is most appropriate for you. Use your voice if you can. So it's LAM at the very bottom at the Muladhara. It's VAM for our flow chakra. It's RAM for our solar plexus chakra for today. And then it's YAM for the heart, HAM for the throat chakra, and OM for the third eye. And then it's silence for the top. So let's join together with our voices and palms together to honor the energy centers that we are practicing for and with. Take a nice big inhale. LAM, VAM, RAM, YAM, HAM, OM. And exhale, release the hands. I would like for us to end with a forward fold, seated forward fold, and then roll down into Shavasana together. So we'll take our legs forward. You can have them wide apart. You might have a block close by or a book or something, and you might put your forehead on it. Take your hands around your feet, your ankles, and folding forward with intention, moving into the third chakra. And gently from here, coming down, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae, or simply just coming down into your Shavasana. And we'll leave each other here, resting together in our most delightful resting pose, where all poses melt into one, where all the energy centers can turn clockwise towards the sun and purify all the way up towards the crown from the seat. Maybe we are downloading energies and ideas from the crown and chakra and way above, and maybe we start to see it and think about it and talk about it and feel it, and really starts to move the fires of the manifestation into the third chakra, and then it really starts to flow and manifest into form through our base chakra, Muladhara. So we'll leave each other with that, and I'll see you tomorrow for the heart center chakra practice. Enjoy your Shavasana.